Deputy Pearse Doherty, 5 minutes.
Germaigad a Charlie gus buhas when you just lore and runchos at score and the north agus boilum at a red goal Sinn Féin a tortakiert on runshaw Tesha Tawarte Ohiwan and Procious Beps agus nawal gan locked. Níl dóite bí go locht in sin agus tá deacracht í mhóra a gin ó hiú an rún seo fásta cé go méid ag taú leis agus leogam má coidtíomh sin san méide tugam le ré a céim a ré ggóil an próseas a teag an OCD ó hiú an BEPS gur próseasínta táhairta gur próseas fíorthahairta agus teasa gin ggóil ar mór take ar an síl agus an downs na blianta bega bhaithart ó hiú technoliaart agus ó hiú an economiart agus an dói an sean stíle bhí daoine ag Jenny Ruddy ní mar sin atá ní smó agus cé ggóil BEPS ggóil logeachtaí sin caiim a ré cindan na fibe in the mór an na tínmid ggóil íslú don status a teag BEPS na ggóil coolú a dhéanú ar a méide bhí réite sa chéad dul sí. So, you know, while I do welcome this motion, I have my reservations in relation to it, which I'll outline, but I must say that the OECD BEPS process is hugely important, and it's important for all of the reasons in terms of where we're at, how the world has changed, how technology and the economic impact and the old ways of doing things simply don't apply anymore. And BEPS is far from perfect, and our concerns is obviously the initial aim has been watered down significantly. However, it is the best game in town at this point in time, as in what is in front of us at this point in time. The Multilateral Convention, which is before us tonight, is an important keystone in the BEPS process, and it is our view in Sinn Féin that it needs to be ratified. I'm disappointed, though, that the government's method of implementation will be one of minimalism and one, or at least one, that falls short significantly in some very important ways. The opting out, as you mentioned in your opening speech, of Article 12 is the most serious reservation that I have in relation to the motion before us. The article specifically takes aim at companies. This article, Article 12, takes aim at companies artificially avoiding permanent establishment status through double taxation treaties, and it is terribly disappointing that your government has taken a decision to opt out from this article. Let me remind you that when we signed the convention, Michael Noonan said, and I'll quote him, "If you make widgets in Dublin, the tax liability on profits from the widgets is an Irish tax liability. It will be illegal to transfer tax liability to other jurisdictions to avoid taxes." Yet now we fast forward to the implementation and we see that the state is actually opting out of this article, which actually prevented what he was talking about. What you're choosing to do here is leave another door open for a similar double Irish scheme to develop, and it is a deliberate decision, without a shadow of a doubt, being made by the government, and you have to wonder, after all we've learnt, or maybe not learnt, why Ireland's reputation is in the gutter in relation to aggressive tax avoidance. Likewise, if we look at Article 13, and the choice that has been taken by the government here is in choosing option B, will also allow for the continued artificial avoidance of permanent establishment status through applying a weaker test in specific activity exemptions listed in the double tax treaties. I accept, and you are right when you say that the majority of countries applying the instrument have done the same in relation to Article 12 and Article 13, but they don't have the same reputation that we have. And we don't need to just look at what other countries are doing. We need to do what is right and what is best for us and for other countries, particularly developing countries. I also wish to know why the government is invoking reservation in relation to Part 4, which is about arbitration. I believe we could have done better in how we choose to implement Article 7, and the default option in the instrument and the option of most EU countries is to adopt a principal purpose of transactions (PPT) provision instead of a limitation of benefits provision. The limitation of benefit provision applies a series of objective tests that must be complied with by the person claiming the benefits of a tax treaty. The other process, the limitation of benefits, is often the preferable one for developing countries, and it is understandable why the government wants the PPT process to apply and similar rules are in EU directives, as we know in the past. But we could have chosen an asymmetrical option where the treaty partner can apply the LOB rule and Ireland could apply the PPT rule. But again, the government, I must acknowledge, is correct in saying that the vast majority of instrument countries are choosing the PPT with no asymmetrical application. However, I think that process should have been considered and should have been included in how we implement this. The Minister, it would appear, seems to be looking for congratulations today in relation to this proposal, and I don't think it's warranted, because the state has huge issues in our tax, and I'll finish on this, both in reputation and in real terms. Were it not for the OECD moves and the work of many activists, the Irish government would happily be kicking this can down the road. So, Minister, you're not here because you passionately believe in tackling aggressive tax avoidance. Indeed, you're here because the state's reputation is in the mud, and you're taking a very weak way of implementing this.
Thank you very much.